And today we're reacting to why David is not arrested yet. So this is a big question with this case right here. That being said, let's get into it, bro.
Remaining U.S. tour dates include David has canceled all remaining U.S. tour dates, including his upcoming LA show, as a medical examiner.
Thank you. Thank you. Cause I'm sitting here thinking, oh wait, let me make sure this audio is good. But like I'm saying, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, so with all this going on, I know the tour thing's got to be over with now. But he's also, like, he's not apprehended yet. He's still roaming about to be free. We done put people in cuffs for less evidence.
Continues to determine the cause of death. A lot of people are asking, how is this guy not arrested yet? With an investigation like this, the LAPD has to get this right. They can't mess up at all. I have a post from someone who says they're an attorney, and
why not? Why can't they mess this up? We messed up a lot of shit. This one I'm willing to risk messing up.
they explain how it works. But first, the internet detectives are out again, and look at this screenshot, man. I mean, what the hell? Please adopt me, I need it. Someone comments on David's TikTok. He replies, at 0907, should we? Do you see what's familiar about 0907? Look down here. It's Celeste's birthday. So clearly he was mentioning Celeste's TikTok, asking her, should we adopt this random fan? Like kind of as a joke, you know what I mean? Isn't that sickening? This is an girl he's asking that to. He is straight up asking a to adopt a with him. If this is her TikTok, which, I mean, let's be honest, it looks like it's her TikTok, right? The birthday thing. What's the obsession with this birthday situation? Like the uploading of music on her birthday too. Like this is all so bizarre to me.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not supposed to be doing this. You know when I'm not supposed to be doing this. Let me make it all subliminal. It's like he playing into it like this. Like, yeah, I like this part. I like this part about it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Hi guys, I'm an attorney. I do not practice criminal law, but I got an award for criminal procedure, so I like to think I know a thing or two about it. I also practice civil rights law, which has involved lawsuits against the police department for procedural due process violations. That said, I have no practical criminal law experience, only some criminal pro, so I can only speculate on what is routine/common versus what is abnormal, especially in California. I'm not licensed in California. None of this is legal advice. With this popular of a case, there's a lot of pressure on detectives to get this right. That means being thorough. In order to make arrests, you have to have probable cause that the crime has been committed. This has to be backed by evidence, which the DA presents to a judge. If there's anything wrong with the evidence, the case can be dismissed. Usually they can bring charges again if evidence is gathered at a later point. But in order to make sure that doesn't happen, each individual piece of evidence must be independently verified. They have to track down the source of each photo, of each message, and ensure that it came from accounts belonging from David or Celeste, and determine that message has not been altered. So what he's saying is, like the Discord messages, text messages, all these texts we've seen, they have to get a search warrant for this shit. Like, and verify it's actually Celeste and David. Search warrants take time. This is required for each piece of documentary evidence to be admissible in court and is used to prove the veracity of evidence. This takes time and can lead down other little rabbit holes. For example, if they have a lot of evidence from the Dean Blunt Lover account, that's an Instagram account that some people think is Celeste's like hidden Instagram account. I wasn't able to find it. I think it's gone now. They have to subpoena Snapchat to ensure that it was actually Celeste's account. This is talking about the Snapchat. I saw an Instagram account. Or get sworn affidavits from witnesses who can testify to that fact. What's really critical is that if any evidence is obtained without a warrant or insufficient evidence to obtain a warrant, that evidence is deemed fruit of the poisonous tree and cannot be used at trial. They have very specific rules they have to follow concerning each step of the investigation, and it takes time, especially when most of the evidence that we have is digital and is coming from hundreds of accounts.
Yeah, it's coming from a lot of different places. It's kind of hard to see what's deemed true and what's not, and it takes time to get a search warrant for your phone. You know how fast things could get all evidence cleared up, whatever. I'm sure her phone wasn't even on her when they found her. In David's phone, we already know that's getting, somebody already done wiped that joint. So it's like, but the thing is like he is so ruined and so like, regardless of what happens, his name is so tarnished and the signs are so clear. Like his career is over. I'm trying to think of anything else if there's a possibility, but his career, David as a artist, is over.
They definitely have David under surveillance so that he cannot leave or hurt other people. He probably was told not to leave the country, which is in part why his tour was canceled. Yeah, a lot of people are obviously reporting his tours canceled, especially the overseas dates that are coming up. I'm surprised he still did shows apparently after the body was found in general.
I was saying the same thing. He was still doing shows after, bro, something like that. You kind of gotta, if you innocent, you letting something be known. Like, bro, think about this, right? Think about this. Think about any other artist that if something like this happened to and they were innocent, their team, they're getting on Instagram. I was not aware about what the situation at hand. Prayers to the family. I'm not sure XYZ, boom, boom, bam. They could just shut up and didn't say nothing. He just shut up and didn't say nothing. He didn't be like, he was in there. They found him. Okay. Hey, don't say nothing. Just, we gonna keep doing shows like normal. That's just not how anybody in the history of anything would typically handle something like that. Yeah, I'm just keep doing shows, not address nothing.
But once this body was ID'd to the public, this tour was over. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way he's going to go on. The police are dotting their I's and crossing their T's to ensure that David's defense will not be able to have the case dismissed or evidence withheld at trial. They also have an interest in presenting an overwhelming case in anticipation of obtaining a plea agreement, likely to protect her family from a very public and exploitative trial. Finally, they may suspect that David had multiple co-conspirators and may be investigating any leads related to that before they make an arrest. That's another thing. There could be a lot of people involved in this. Like I said in my last video, if it wasn't David, it's someone he knows, bro.
Yeah.
Minor that he was allegedly in a romantic relationship with, ends up dead in his car near his house. There could be a lot of people involved in this whole shit show, bro. And that's not.
And he happened to be out of town. It's like, even if, regardless, he was doing something dirt. Whether he said, "Hey, handle this," whether he did X, Y, and Z, and something came down and something messy happened and he didn't even want it to happen, but somehow it happened. He is it's not no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He is a part.
Forget the fact that she was dismembered and they only found parts of her body in the front trunk. Each day, bro, I still can't believe this is a real story. This is so disturbing.
Crazy.
It strengthens their case substantially if they can get other people to cooperate who are willing to testify against David in exchange for a lighter sentence. David or anyone he knows is accused of doing this. If they can flip his co-conspirators, they are much more likely to get a confession that they can use in court and ensure a victory. They need to confirm things such as her cause of death. I had some people comment like, what the fuck are you talking about? Her cause of death is murder. They need an official cause of death from the autopsy with the exact...
No, you have to be silly to say something like that. Her cause of death is murder? So you're not very familiar with how this works if you're saying things like that.
Cause of death, because that can change how they charge people. To determine whether he should be charged with murder or dismemberment of a corpse, and then if she was murdered, when did it happen? Was it premeditated? They need to be able to allege each element of each crime they charge him with. You can't just say, looks like he did it. You have to be able to reasonably claim that he caused her death, among other things, using actual evidence. If they want to charge him with murder in first degree, they have to allege facts based on evidence. That David had malice aforethought. Every charge has to be broken down in each individual element supported by probable cause. They can raise or lower, or even drop charges after discovering more evidence. But that initial bar is critical to ensure that charges stick. If all strong evidence they get later is based or unverified sham evidence, it all gets thrown out. You would think that they have enough to get him on abduction at least, but if it's true that people in Celeste's family knew or accepted money at any point, they may need more evidence to demonstrate he didn't have their permission to take Celeste. It's very complicated. Here's talk about a search warrant. When the police have a search warrant for you, it's usually for a good reason. The fact that they are able to obtain a search warrant for his electronic devices and his home means that a judge agreed there was reasonable suspicion to believe a crime had been committed in the house he was renting, or at least the crime had occurred, and the home, specifically David's computer, contained evidence relating to that crime. It's a strong indication that an arrest is to follow. They aren't going to release any information until that happens. However, because they don't want to startle David into running, fighting, or hurting himself. So that's a very basic explanation.
I would think that they would have came and got him to stop that though. Running, like, especially the running part. Bro, he could I'm sure he's probably being watched. And I know it's not, you can't just go hop on a plane and nobody in the black truck that's been following him doesn't stop him before he even gets to the airport. Like, hey, what are you doing? Matter of fact, go ahead, come with us. Since you're trying to run away now, come with us now. So I guess he can't just get on a plane and fly off because he's being watched. So, bro, I wonder what he like in the house going through right now. Like, I wonder what he looking like in the house right now, just kind of sitting there like, How is he go? How is his day to day now?
On why this is taking so long, and it's an educated guess from someone who's saying there's a lawyer. It all sounds right to me. The next thing that is going around today is now a screenshot that says 1 year ago, me and @deleted user got a kid on the way, and the @deleted user people are saying is Celeste, and now the internet is running with it that he got her pregnant, and that's why he killed her, because that's obviously one of the theories. Honestly, I think that was just a joke. I've seen people joke around about having a kid all the time in group chats and shit. And he's a popular artist,
Right.
so it wouldn't surprise me if that was a joke. And we don't even know for sure this deleted user was actually Celeste anyway. In Discord, remember someone said in 2024, release that certain song about the missing girl, and they put Celeste's full name in there in the group chat. David's Discord mods, the people that handle his Discord, have responded. And they're saying, we, the Discord and Twitch staff team, want to clarify what we knew and what we didn't know regarding Celeste. We were not aware of her true age or that she was a missing person. We also did not have any contact with her outside of what was public. From what we shared in David's Twitch streams and from her role in the server, we understood her to be around 18 or 19. She appeared in 2 streams, but otherwise was not active in the server, and we not have an ongoing communication with her. Most of us are not located in California, so we are not aware of any missing persons reports connected to her. Additionally, the staff team has had minimal contact with David or his management. And here's the big part. The mention of her full name within the server was not seen in real time due to how fast the chat moves when David pings everyone. That's actually true with Discord. If the person pings everyone in the chat, it does move very quickly. Discord chats can move very fast. So maybe mods missed this name and just never saw it. But who knows if they're lying or not. As a result of this situation, the majority of the staff team has left the server and we no longer associate with David. Another Discord mod posted this. Yes, I was Discord mod for David. No, we did not know anything. Everybody's attacking my friends. Please leave us alone. We hate him as much as you do. All we can do is hope for justice served for that young girl's family and they can get closure they deserve. The only thing that was known is that he had a girlfriend named Celeste. We weren't aware of her age or anything. We barely had contact with David or his label. That one person mentioning the full name of the missing girl wasn't seen by many of us because of how fast the chat was moving when David pinged the whole server. The misinformation on the internet is crazy. That has been a narrative on Twitter that the Discord chat is like well aware of everything and they're in on it and they know.
So okay. Which I'd imagine there was probably somebody that knows something, but wasn't gonna wasn't gonna make a big deal, which they needed to. They wasn't gonna make a big deal about it because they love this artist. I can't believe they're talking to this person every day, whatever. They have grown to have a relationship with them now, to where it's like, they might not say something, or maybe they didn't know. You feel me? And they were being told, hey, she's actually 19, 20 years old. You feel me? And you just let it be at that. You know what I'm saying? You don't think too much about it no more.
That she's
because you just wouldn't imagine that this guy was like, nah, not my favorite artist. Nah. So you wouldn't even think about it.
Age and they're fine with it. I honestly do believe that some of these Discord mods missed it, but at the same time, it's very suspect. This whole thing is so fucked up, bro. It's really fucked up. Another video from June 2024 has surfaced of Celeste walking backstage. At least people are saying it's Celeste, and it does kind of look like her. And apparently she did dye her hair at some point. They're saying this is Celeste. It definitely could be her. Another thing going around about the Tesla cameras. People don't know that Tesla cameras don't save footage unless you have a setting on that drains a lot of battery. You have to have Sentry mode on and a hard drive in your car that doesn't constantly go over the footage. I have a Tesla, and for me to save footage, I literally have to hit record, and it records like the last few minutes. But if I never hit record, that footage is gone because I don't have the big hard drive in my car. Like, you have to buy an extra hard drive and then put a setting on that drains your fucking battery. So it's like very inconvenient. I highly doubt this Tesla had this footage. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's not how Teslas work, sadly. And Tesla doesn't keep any footage on like a cloud server. That's not a thing either. So that's another question that's being passed around a lot. But yeah, the police are
way to clear that one up, because I was under the impression that
working on this. They're gonna figure it out. I mean, they have a dismembered 14-year-old girl in a car. They're gonna figure it out. Trust me. Celeste GoFundMe is down in the pinned comment for her funeral. Rest in peace. I don't even know what to say. Love you guys.
Crazy. All right, well, that makes sense, because I just needed some answers, bro. Hopefully this clears some answers up for y'all too. That being said, hold on, man. I didn't say that. I didn't say to do that. I appreciate y'all. Great for y'all, bro. We gone, man. Eddie Lador.